I definitely don't think I've got the strength to do this. Operation hike to SUP to camp solo along the Jurassic Coast is a go. Because I look like I'm off on a mini expedition. Technically I am though, so I think it's fine. Sure. For future reference, I have not walked very far at all, but this, this backpack is absolutely killing my shoulders, and I've still got to get to there. That's where I want to go. So yeah, this is already turning into an eye-opening experience, and I only hope that I make it down this hill and I definitely don't think I've got the strength to do this. I hate to think how much of a sweaty mess I look, but I'm just looking for somewhere to set up my little bivvy for the night. So I've not actually been to this cove before, so I'm not entirely sure where the high tide mark is, so where the tide comes up to, but judging by the seaweed and the colour of the rocks and stuff, there's not much beach that's left. So I'm thinking potentially just putting my board up there. It's quite flat up there. Maybe just leaving my board and me there, or just setting up down here. So I might try down here first, and then if I feel like that's a bit too close, then I might move further up. But I'm just pumping my board up now. I might go for a paddle at sunset, but I'm so tired. Oh my god, there's loads of fossils. Literally so many fossils. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Don't slip on the seaweed. Look at this. How cool is that? I'm just cooking dinner now, but I thought while it's still daylight it'd be a good time to show you my sleeping arrangements. So this is it. I am basically going to be using the paddleboard as my, I don't know, mattress, foam mat, whatever, roll mat. There's my little torch right there. And then I've got a military bivy bag, which is just going to be my waterproof shell, really, because you never can tell, and there are a few black clouds around that it might rain, but it hopefully will protect me if the wind picks up as well. But we are in quite a sheltered cove, so I should be okay. I do have a sleeping bag, which I'm going to slip inside that to sleep in just in a bit, but I'm going to eat my dinner first because I'm absolutely starving after hiking it down here with all of my gear. So yeah, there you go, that's my setup for the night. On the menu tonight is the fire pot dal and rice with spinach. I absolutely love this meal. In fact, I just love all the fire pots, mainly because they do gluten-free and lactose-free versions of their expedition foods, and they're bloody delicious. Okay, this is probably my favourite cove that I've been to on the Jurassic Coast, purely because everywhere you look, there's a fossil. I was literally just eating my dinner and I saw this. How cool is that? And then there's the big one down there, which is now just at the foot of my bed for the night. And then there's an even bigger one, which I'll show you in the morning, just down there. I'm really looking forward to getting in the sea tomorrow and seeing if there are any rocks with fossils on down there that we can see too. Now that I've said this, it's probably not going to happen, but this is great. This is my geology loving dream right now. I'm not entirely sure if you're going to be able to see this, but over here we've got the Big Dipper. Still quite faint because there's still some light on the horizon. And then over here, is it Cassiopeia, the W? That's really cool. And then there's a lot more stars just coming up here. Looks like I might be in for a very nice night sky. There are lots of bats around as well. Ooh-hoo-hoo. I figured I'd just try and use this to light me up. I am currently laying on my board. I've got my sea lion summer robe, like the poncho, as my pillow, and then I'm just wearing what I walk down here in, but I've got leggings on instead of shorts, and I've opted for no sleeping bag just to see how I cope. Like the sky is clear now, so it's probably going to be a cold night, but I just want to see how I can cope in just the bivy bag and clothes rather than needing to carry a sleeping bag with me all the time as well. Essentially, I just want to look at how I can keep weight down, and yeah, fingers crossed this means that however heavy a sleeping bag is, I can get that out of my bag the next time I want to do something like this. So I will fill you all in the morning as to if I slept and how well. Night. Morning. Tell you what, I am so glad I kept my socks on because my feet get so cold. I didn't have too bad a night's sleep, but I am yawning. I did keep waking up a few times just to try and change positions because I kept sliding down the board. But yeah, all in all, I think not bad night's sleep. Now it's time to wake myself up, have a coffee, and then go for a paddle. So I'm not sure if you are going to be able to see this or not because it's quite far in the distance, but this morning, this bit of kind of the cliff edge just on the outside of the cove, there was a little mini landslide. So quite a few rocks came off there and quite a big old chunk of the grassy verge on top has now come off as well and is kind of making its way out to sea. So yeah, quite an exciting evening and morning for me. Lots going on. I convinced myself yesterday that I saw a seal in the water. I'll have to look back at the video and see what it was. I didn't want to turn my torch on because I didn't want to be that person that then scared the seal off or attracted it over. So yeah, who knows what that was. There's some holes here. Some animals scurried on in there last night too, which kind of scared me a little bit. But yeah, now we've got a little cliff landslide, rock slide, not sure what you'd call it, but it's a good point to remember. Don't ever sit or camp underneath cliffs because you never know when they're going to crumble. Like, it was quite cool to watch, but obviously quite close to where I am. Luckily for me, there's not, like, I mean, I've got a building behind me here and a stone wall, so there's not too much that can crumble off on top of me, but you can't ever know what's going to happen, can you? So always better to be safe than sorry. I probably wouldn't have slept so close to the cliff edge if there was more beach exposed at high tide, but I was kind of limited on where I could camp, so that's why I chose this spot. I didn't choose it, it was the only spot available, which is why I'm here. So plan now is just to paddle off round that headland and then go for a little snorkel. I might just dip my face in first just to see how good the viz is, but hopefully we'll be able to see some stuff. Hopefully. Literally my favourite place in the world. Out at sea. I think if getting lost at sea wasn't frowned upon, I'd be right there, straight on it. I don't know if you can see, but hopefully you can hear. The waves are smashing quite badly against the reef on this side. The one on the other side is where I wanted to go and snorkel, but the waves are crashing even worse there. So I've done the classic dip your head in just to see what the viz is like, really, because I know it's been stormy. and it's never normally great after storms because all the mud and kind of dirt on the bottom of the seabed and stuff gets like swelled up and just makes it poor viz if you want to look for wildlife. I couldn't really see anything apart from some seaweed, but only as it literally was in my face. So I'm probably not going to go in just because it's a little bit pointless really, which is a shame because it was kind of the whole point of my mini overnight adventure was to do some snorkeling in a cove which is renowned for having really good visibility, but I guess it's just the wrong weekend. Just about to head back up to the top of the cliff, basically to the car park, but I have just found another fossil, so I'm going to show you guys. Obviously there's no way I was going to do any of this climbing with that bag on my back. Yeah. Look how cool that is. If it's fossils that I wanted, then I think you have to say that this has been a really successful trip because I've seen loads and they are like my favourite things. Okay, let's go. I don't have a bag on my back because I've left it down by the gate here. I'm just walking this bit of path that I've already walked so that I can film it because I need it for the story, but there's no way I have the energy to carry all my stuff and also get the camera out to film, so just excuse these little fake bits. I have done the journey once already, just doing it again on camera without all my stuff. Just imagine there's a bag on my back. If I was that good at editing, I would edit it on there. There it is, reunited with all my stuff. Also, I've said it before, I will say it again, these wheels, where the bag doesn't quite, the straps don't do up tight enough for the bag to sit high enough on my back. I have got like it keeps pinching as the wheels turn as I'm walking, so I've got this really sore bit of skin now where I'm like basically grating my skin away on my thigh. It's really painful. So essentially all I've got left to walk now, this actually took less time than on the way down, mainly because I think it's because I know where I'm going this time, but see this kind of zigzaggy bit up here? These are the stairs bits that I didn't really enjoy walking down earlier, but basically I go up and then you kind of zigzag on yourself a little bit and then you reach kind of the top bit over here, and just over here there's another little bumpy bound. So once I'm over that, then it's like 500 meters or so to the car, so not too far at all. Made it! I am back at my start point and I am absolutely knackered. So there you go, that was my first ever wild camp solo with my paddleboard. If there's a catchier name, somebody please tell me because there must be a catchier name. It was an experience and yeah, maybe next time I do this I'll film a little bit more, so it'll make a better video. This one's probably not very good, but oh well, first time for everything, eh?